Hi there, Cousin Abe is back. Welcome to my show, and I'm going to today showcase something that I found out a couple of weeks ago is awesome. It's avocado. So who would ever think that you can make a fabulous chocolate mousse with just avocado? So today, Cousin Abe is going to show you. So let's go ahead and get started. It's really basic ingredients. All you're gonna need is, first step is gonna be 2 avocados. Now you're going to use the flesh. Now this is the funny part, because when I read this, I thought the flesh, is this something for Hannibal Lecter? And I thought, no, that's just talk that they use in the chef world. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and just use these 2 avocados. Now just remember that the avocado should be really ripe. And what I'm doing here is I'm just splitting it down the middle, getting rid of the seed. This is the second one. So when they mean the flesh is the inside of the avocado. We're not including the seed. So we're gonna take the seed out. This gets a little messy, folks, but trust me, when it's completed, you're just gonna be so amazed. Let's go ahead and just get this into the food processor. Yay, okay, so that part is done. So that's actually the most messiest part, dark chocolate. So this calls for a 1/4 cup. So what I've done is I've melted it because I find that melting it is gonna add more of this really smooth, beautiful, luxurious feeling and taste and appearance. It's gonna be very decadent. Okay, then next is gonna be the second chocolate. So it says that you can use milk chocolate as well. So what I'm gonna do is, I've got my dark chocolate, so I did a 1/4 cup of dark chocolate. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna add another chocolate of my choice, and it's gonna be the cacao, or the cocoa, or however you wanna pronounce it. Cacao is basically a higher percentage of chocolate. So the higher the percentage, the more true and more natural the actual chocolate is, and it's more healthier and it's more safer. Also too, dark chocolate has been proven to help with heart disease. So all these desserts that I'm showcasing the next couple of days or next couple of videos are focused on, eating healthy, but also to not depriving yourself. And like I said earlier, when I when I discovered these recipes, I was just thinking there's no way possibly that an avocado can turn into this wonderful mousse, or a can of black beans could turn into this wonderful, tasteful chocolate brownie, but it did. So let's go ahead and continue. So I said a quarter of cup of the almond, or excuse me, not the almond, of the cocoa. So I'm just gonna go ahead and eyeball this. So I'm just gonna do something about that. Now, the third part is, it says for you to use another chocolate, but honestly, folks and audience, what I've just put in there is way more than enough. And if you really want to add more, you can. So far, the amount of chocolate that I put in hasn't jeopardized anything. It's heart healthy. It's also good for people that might have struggled with diabetes, to keep their insulin levels at a certain level. The avocado is, of course, heart healthy. It's also good for your good cholesterol. There's a numerous amount of benefits. So continuing, I'm not gonna put any more chocolate in, but what I am gonna do, and I've been ranting about this, and I didn't explain it a lot on my last video, but I'm gonna make sure today that I explain it. And I found on the internet that this fruit called monk fruit is very popular. So what I've done is, on this recipe, it calls for another 1/4 cup of some type of chocolate. I'm not gonna do that. What I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna use this monk fruit that's flavored maple, and it kind of is a substitution for maple syrup, but the taste is just like maple syrup, and this is gonna help sweeten it. So this calls for a 1/4 cup. I'm gonna eyeball that. The reason I'm eyeballing this one as well is because I have a lot of chocolate in my measuring cup, and I kind of know what a 1/4 cup is, so that's completely up to you how you wanna do that. But this is about a 1/4 cup that's left in this right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pour that in here, and we're done. All right, a couple more things I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna clean up my mess. I'm gonna explain a few more. Is we also need some salt. So I'm gonna grab some salt, And where did I put my salt? I don't remember. I found it. This is gonna call for an eighth. So basically we're gonna do a sprig. One more thing, two more things. We've got the tablespoon, half a tablespoon of vanilla. So it's gonna be something about like that. So far we have so many things that are sweet that I honestly don't believe that we need to add any more, any type of chocolate. Okay, last but not least, my choice of a liquid. So you're gonna have to have a liquid. So I'm choosing almond milk. Someone can, you can use non-fat milk, real milk, but keeping it within boundaries and keeping it somewhat on the healthy streak, we're gonna do that. So it calls for 3 to 4 tablespoons. So I'm gonna just pour in about that much. And we are done. So you're gonna go ahead and just put it on a puree or a mix cycle. So amazing. It substitutes for honey, it substitutes for sugar. You can see this right now. And the one thing too, folks, is I want to say is that you are using guacamole. So it's really important that before you serve it or before you take it out of here, you just kind of look in here and see if there's any guacamole chunks. Don't be alarmed. It's guacamole, and that's part of the secret to this mousse that gives it this texture. So I have completed the prep of this, and I'm going to use a spoon really quick and I'm going to just show everyone what I've come up with. So this is the mousse. Look at the texture. Once again, all I used was two ripe avocados, my cacao powder. I melted some dark chocolates. What else did I do? I used pure vanilla extract. You have to use vanilla extract. Don't use vanilla imitation. It's very important. The taste is very different. My choice of liquid was the almond milk. And what else did I use? I think that's pretty much all. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this aside. So what I'm excited about, people, is I've been trying to think to myself, what can I use this for? And of course, I thought of an idea. So what I wanna do really quick is I wanna toast some coconut. And we're just gonna do that for just a second. What the objective is to put some of this in here. So let me get started because that's gonna start toasting in a little bit. So this is the cute part. So I've got here, so that is the mousse. This reminds me of like the mousse or the pudding that you used to get when your mom would make, your lunch when you were a kid. So what I decided to do is put a little bit in there. So what I've done is, I've also got a video out on black bean brownies. So this is a black bean brownie. And also too, what I came up with was to make a pie with a standard pie crust and to use the filling, to use the avocado filling. So the objective here is to toast these coconut flakes and then put them on top of this. And then I also have some whipped cream that I want to put on top. Now the whipped cream is your choice. I'm not going to say what type of whipped cream this is, but you can allow yourself to have some whipped cream because once again, remember, we're working with dark chocolate. Dark chocolate is heart healthy. We're working with avocado. Avocado is heart healthy. We're working with everything. There's no fillers in any of this. And this monk fruit, I am a big fan of this. So monk fruit can be found at any of the specialty stores. And this is a monk fruit maple syrup. So maple syrup is very high in sugar. It's a good substitute to sweeten up desserts, but it's very high in sugar. This is monk fruit that is actually flavored as a maple syrup. So, and it's no sugar. No sugar in this, and I checked this out already, no sugar in this dark cacao powder, no fat. The dark chocolate morsels that I put in here have, I think, like a small smidgen of sugar, but maybe not any. So these are almost toasted. What I want to do is, once they're toasted, I'm going to put them on top of here, and then I'm going to add a little bit of these chips, and I'm going to serve it this way. What I also did is I went and bought a pie crust from the store. They're on sale right now. These are good desserts, people. I know that we're on a 30-day lockdown, so I'm going to have a lot of time to think of some recipes. So with this right here, this could be something that you can maybe make for the holidays. Put this into a pie shell. Put it into a pie shell. Get your favorite whipped cream. If you're not worried about fat calories, you can get a real whipped cream. If you don't want to use whipped cream in your pie crust, you can put this into a pie crust and then just put the coconut over top of it and serve it this way, but you would have to chill it. So you do want to chill anything that you put into a pie crust, and if you're using this, you want to chill. So this is almost done. A few more tosses, and I'm going to get my other part of this together. So this is just a little bit of whipped cream we're going to put in there. Now this glass is maybe a little bit deep, but I think I'm making my point of how you can serve this. Now just imagine this could be a non-fat whipped cream. Also too, folks, no grazing. So I tell a lot of my viewers that able to enjoy the experience that I had when I first tried the avocado mousse and the black bean brownie, I didn't try any of the batter. So I know that we're all kind of conditioned to wanting to lick the bowl after mom makes one of her favorite chocolate cakes, or you might be inclined to do that. I am telling you that you cannot. Okay, these are done. Oh, this is gonna be awesome. I'm more excited about this recipe than I am really about the black bean brownies. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna put a little bit of that. Oh, look at that. Woo-hoo. So, and then we're not done. I'm getting so into this. I'm sorry, people, if I'm kind of getting too involved and not paying attention to my audience, because oh, look at that. And this, imagine, minus a little bit of creamer, just imagine having some friends over during the holidays, maybe friends, close friends, maybe 2 or 3 of you that have been quarantining, and then you make this, and look at that. That's awesome. And I'm gonna try it. Oh my gosh. I already know what it's gonna taste like. So good. Oh my God. Dark chocolate, good for the heart. The whipped cream, I choose to use real whipped cream. That's just my preference. Coconut, good for your hair loss, good for skin, good for memory. Dark chocolate, good for your good cholesterol. Now, we're not done yet. I thought, wouldn't this be great to use on one of my black bean brownies? Put that on a plate. Remember, folks, this is healthy. I know it's hard to believe, but I'm not lying. Ooh, look at that. I told you when we started this show that I was going to be taking food to a different level, and I would have never ever thought that you could use black beans and make such a gourmet brownie, use avocados to make a mousse, and to add them both together. This reminds me of a very famous, popular ice cream that offers brownies in it. Wow. Little bit of a mess here, people, but you get the point. I'm gonna clean this up. This too is the 3rd edition. So this is the actual chocolate mousse. What I did is I baked the pie crust. Remember, and I had forgotten about this, poke holes in the pie crust, put it in the oven at 400, let it bake for, I think, 10 minutes, take it out, let it cool. Make your avocado mousse, take it out of here, put it in the pie crust, have your coconut flakes ready to go, put the coconut flakes over top of it. If you want to be decadent, you can do sprinkles of white chocolate morsels, or you know, if you don't want to do whipped cream and you're keeping your glucose levels down or anything like that, you could just skip the whipped cream and then just put the coconuts on top. So, wow, I have a lot of coconut left over here. What am I going to do with it? You can always, if you make more coconut and you don't know what to do with it, just put it in a plastic bag and save it for later. All right, folks, that was a lot. But I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. This is a chocolate lover's dream. Look at this. This looks like a pudding that you would get from like a Jell-O pudding. This is then the black bean brownies with this fresh avocado mousse. And then this is a pie that I came up with. Same concept, same avocado mousse. I added some whipped cream. That's optional. Whipped cream is always optional. I melted some dark chocolate, drizzled it over top, got the coconut flakes. So this right here is a pie that you're gonna buy in a bakery that's 12 bucks, and I just made that for maybe $3. All right, folks, let's wrap this up. So, I'm glad that you followed me today. I'm glad that I was finally able to share this chocolate journey with you. Make sure that you like my videos, and this 30-day lockdown is gonna be a lot for us. So I'm going to make sure that I check in with my audience and my friends. I'm gonna at least try to make two more videos that are more of a comfort food. But don't be surprised if I break out with another dessert that you would never think would ever be possible. So once again, remember that you're blessed, and I appreciate you so much just taking the time to follow me today. And I want you all to be safe, and until next time, take care. Bye.